So I'd like you to think about this. What if your left hand, your literal left hand, suddenly started doing whatever it wanted, independent of your wishes? It just started doing whatever it wants. Would you like that? First of all, think about how you'd feel about that. I mean, seriously, you're sitting here, you're reading a book or something, or you're watching a movie, or you're cooking, and your left hand just starts behaving on its own, doing whatever it wants in the ways that it wants. Would you like that? How would you feel? Well, you wouldn't like it. To say that you'd be frustrated by that is an understatement. And you would fight to regain control over it, wouldn't you? So do you understand that unhealthy people don't view you as a separate, unique, standalone person? They view you as an extension of themselves. So the unhealthy person is the player. You're just an NPC. What if you're in a video game and an NPC that is just a computer-generated fake person is just interfering with everything you're trying to do? Keeps bumping into you, keeps interfering with every time you try to jump over something, it blocks you, stuff like that. How would you feel about that? What if you're the character in your own movie, and one of the background characters, who's not even supposed to have a prominent role in the movie, comes up, starts interfering with everything you're trying to do? Well, now you know how unhealthy people feel every time people exert their individuality. Why do they feel that way? Because you're not an individual. According to their perspectives, you're not an individual. You're an NPC. You're an extension of them, right? The only reason you exist is to cooperate with them. And if you don't cooperate with them, you're in the way. They are the only real person in the entire world. So whose opinions, feelings, and so forth are the only ones that matter? Theirs. Even when they're going through the motions of doing something nice for others, they're not doing it for others. It's not like sometimes they're able to perceive people as real people and then other times they don't. They never view you as a real individual. I'm thinking about like in the past when I would like date a girl. Oh, I'd do all the nicest things for her, right? Treat her so nice, do everything nice, all these things. Who am I really doing that for? Am I doing that for her? No, I'm doing it because I'm playing the situation for what I'm going to get out of it, right? I want her to be my girlfriend. So I'm going to play the situation just right, in a manipulative way. I'm going to be nice because I'm not an idiot. I know how this works. I do these nice things and everything. I will win the affection. I will get the girl. Can I maintain that, though? No, of course I can't. We date, we get married, we walk down the aisle. Do I continue to maintain that? Not once I got what I want. She's an NPC, I'm the real player. Let's say my dad, when I was a kid, buys me a brand new fishing pole. That seems like a pretty nice thing, doesn't it? It seems like a very nice fatherly thing, doesn't it? But is my father being completely selfless and showing value for me as an individual when he does this? No. He's not doing it for me. Who's he doing it for? He's doing it for himself. Remember, the only reason I exist at all is to serve as a sort of player in his world. We were just having a conversation the other day, like, why do people like this even have children at all if they don't value them as individuals? Well, the same reason why you get a goat or cow or a new chair. It's things in your world that are there to benefit you. They're there for you, right? So why do unhealthy people have children? Because I want it for my life. It's like you buying, you go into the store and saying, oh, I want that thing. I want that thing. Why do you want that thing? Do you want that thing because of the thing? I mean, are you thinking about the thing from its perspective? No, you want it for what it adds to your life. That's why unhealthy people have children. Oh, being a parent, that'd be great for me. Being a parent would be great for me. Yeah, I'm going to have kids. And then they don't treat their kids as individuals, do they? Why? Because they never had kids in the first place, because they wanted to meet their children and get to know their children as individuals and raise them as individuals, and the value and the enjoyment, the pleasure of watching them grow into their own people and sending them out into the world and admiring them for as individuals on their own, separate and apart from you. No, they have children for what? Because what it brings to my life. What children do for me. It's like getting a new dog. Why do you get a new dog? Because of what it adds to your life. Not because of... You don't get a dog because you're so concerned about adding to the dog's life. You get a dog because of what the dog will bring into your life, primarily. Yes, you might adopt it from a adoption service, and you might feel good about that. Still, if it didn't add something to your life, you wouldn't do it. And that's why unhealthy people have children. So Dad buys me a fishing pole because of the way it makes him feel about himself. Remember, the only reason I exist at all is to serve as a sort of player in his world for what I add to his life. So him buying me the fishing pole is something he's doing for himself, not for me. He's going through the emotions of what he imagines would appeal to an imaginary audience and bring him external value in the form of what? In the form of what he imagines the audience will think. So we're all just extensions of unhealthy people, you see. So when you have a different opinion or preference than they do, what's this like? It's like your own left hand rebelling against you and doing whatever it wants, independent of you. That's why it's maddening. They fight to regain control in order to bring their world and everything in it back into its proper place and behavior. So that's why I say that unhealthy people only view everything in the world as suppliers or deniers of their own wants and needs. Anything is either cooperating with their wants or needs, or it's interfering with their wants and needs. Cooperation equals good, interference equals bad. There's no such thing or room in this formula for individuality.